These are the various types of resistors in the electronics field. As electronics engineers or students, resistors are essential components you should know. A resistor is a device that prevents current from flowing. It is utilized in almost all electronic circuits. Resistors are classified into two kinds. 1. Non-linear resistors. 2. Linear resistors. Non-linear resistors differ from linear resistors in that their resistance values fluctuate in response to temperature, light, or voltage, whereas linear resistors obey Ohm's law. And the linear resistors have values that change as a function of applied voltage and temperature. There are two types of linear resistors. 1. Fixed resistors. Fixed resistors have a single resistance value. Fixed resistors are made from a variety of resistor materials. Furthermore, a fixed resistor may be readily attached to the circuit and can handle higher voltages. Second, variable resistors. Variable resistors have the general characteristic of allowing the resistance value to be adjusted. A mechanical movement is used to modify the majority of variable resistors. Now let's talk about the types of fixed resistors. 1. Carbon composition resistors. This type of resistor is one of the market's oldest components. These types of resistors were extensively used and are typically constructed of powdered carbon and ceramic combinations. 2. Wire wound resistors. A wire wound resistor is another type of resistor produced by winding an insulating core or rod around a resistive wire. These types of resistors are made of an insulated metal wire coiled around a non-conductive core, made of ceramic, plastic, or glass. 3. Thin film resistors. Thin film resistors are suitable for use in high stability, high precision, low noise applications such as medical devices, audio equipment, and testing and measurement instruments. 4. Thick film resistors. Thick film resistors are manufactured in the same way as thin film resistors, with the exception that there is a thick film around the resistive material rather than a thin film or layer of resistive material. That is why they are referred to as thick film resistors. 5. Fusible resistors. These types of resistors serve two distinct purposes. They provide resistance to an electrical current and act as a fuse to break the current if it overloads. Fusible resistors regulate current while also serving as a fail-safe in the event of a power surge. So now let's talk about the types of variable resistors. 1. Potentiometers. 2. Rheostats. The types of resistors called potentiometers are often regulated by a dial or knob. They are made up of 3 terminals, with the resistance value being controlled by a moving contact linked to a control shaft. Rheostats or variable resistors, also known as tapped resistors or variable wire-wrapped resistors, employ a sliding contact to adjust the voltage. So now the next step is to talk about the types of non-linear resistors. 1. Thermistors. Thermistors are used in consumer electronics, vehicles, thermometers, and rechargeable batteries. They are used to detect minor temperature changes. When there is a temperature shift, no matter how little, the resistance value increases dramatically. 2. Varistors. These types of resistors are constructed from semiconductor materials such as silicon and ceramic metal oxides. The resistance value of these resistors changes with the circuit's applied voltage. 3. Light-dependent resistor. The resistance value of these resistors varies with light exposure, as the name implies. These resistors are employed in light sensors and measuring equipment, as well as in consumer electronics and photographic equipment. 4. Surface mount resistor. These resistors, also known as chip resistors, are installed directly onto PCBs, as opposed to other types of resistors, which are often mounted through hole. This speeds up manufacturing and saves space on a circuit board. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, follow, share, and comment on what topics you want me to do a video about next. Have a wonderful day. Peace and love.